All right, everybody, I think we're live. I think we are live. Double check a couple things before we get going here late in the day in Arkansas. Dang, what is that? That doesn't look good. Oh boy. Definitely having some computer issues today, guys and girls. Get going here in just a minute. Just making sure you guys can hear me. Focus status not saved across your devices to show your focus status. Okay, whatever that means. All right, we are about to go live here shortly, guys. We are live. Just got a lot of stuff going on right now that I'm trying to deal with. Technologically. Technologically. Oh, man. Things are not updating the way they're supposed to be updating. We're just having all kinds of fun, guys. All kinds of fun. This needs to be plugged up. Do our best to bring this to you live today, guys. Should be live. Should be live. Doesn't look like we're live. Well, that's not good. Actually, it does look like we're live. Like we're live. Okay, I guess we're live. Good. Actually, it does look like we're live. Like we're live. Okay, I guess we're live. Good. All right, sounds good. I think we are live. We are sitting in Clinton, Arkansas, blackout storm chasing. Stuart Black coming to you live after a long day of hurry up and wait. We've got a good storm just to our northwest that we might start ticking north to go get. We are literally in the mountains, the Ozark Mountains of northern Arkansas. So this is going to be a very difficult and rugged chase. And unfortunately, the atmosphere didn't really start trying to get going until about, 30 minutes ago. So we're going to be dark here in about an hour. So this should be very interesting. Very interesting. We're under a tornado watch. And we will see if we can't get something before dark. It's going to be very hard to do. This is going to be a very tough chase, but I'm going to do the best to bring it to you. Appreciate everybody here on Blackout Storm Chasing. Stuart Black coming to you live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and I don't think we're on anything else right now. So appreciate you guys watching. I'm trying to go onto my YouTube just to see. Bryce, I see that you're on here, man. Can you tell me if we are live on YouTube and if you can hear if you can hear audio? I think we should be up and going. The technology of this stuff is fairly frustrating, to be honest with everybody. But we're going to do the best we can. Texting a couple people, going back to look at my radar scope here. So basically, everybody, here's where we're at. Where those blue crosshairs are, the bullseye, in Clinton, Arkansas. And these are the cluster storms we're watching. Should be headed right toward us. We are under a tornado watch. And I'm just kind of waiting these out. And might head north. Might head northeast, but we may take this storm all the way toward Jonesboro tonight. I don't mind being on a night storm if we're in the Mississippi Delta where it opens up really well, but in these mountains I definitely do not want to be in in the dark really with these kind of storms, especially if it becomes a tornado. So we will see what happens here just shortly. We've got a storm initiating just to our west around Clarksville, Arkansas. And we'll see how what that turns into. It's coming into some better air into the tornado watch portion of the box right now. So we're in perfect position to intercept this storm if it keeps moving due east. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yes, ma'am, I am. Oh, really? You came from your house to sit here?
Oh, yeah, because there's a basement.
Okay, yeah.
I've been in like 3 tornadoes. I'm from Texas, and I'm terrified of storms.
Yeah.
Well, you talking about weather, and I was like,
yes, ma'am. No, we're under a tornado watch right now, and there's some storms developing to our west that all the models kept showing all day long.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting here. They have a basement here.
Yeah. So just keep your eye on the sky over here toward this way, and if it gets really bad, you've got the tornado warning things on your phone ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hear that, just go inside.
Yeah, I
Yeah. Yeah, no, but you have the, but I mean, it should just automatically come up under a tornado warning
Yeah,
if it comes up.
Weather call too.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just wondering. I heard you talking about the weather, and I was like,
yeah.
I thought I'm the only person that ever talks about the weather.
Are you, so your house doesn't have a basement?
I'm in a little tiny portable cabin.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so you just want to make, so I grew,
It don't even have a kitchen or bathroom.
right, yeah. Yeah, well, at least you're in a safe place here. Just kind of keep your eye over here, and then if a tornado warning pops up on your phone, just go right in and get safe, okay?
I've been in their basement before when
Yeah.
it was like tornado warning
Sure.
after another.
Sure. Are you on social media at all? Are you on Facebook? Is that the main one that you do?
That's what I was looking to see if I seen you on there, but I didn't know what your name was.
Yeah. So if you look under blackout storm chasing,
Okay.
so blackout is one word, and then storm, then chasing. It should pop up, and if you hit follow and like, you'll be able to watch us stream live all day, and you'll also be able to see all the content that we've ever done on Facebook. Well, you won't be able to see everything we've done on Facebook because they start deleting it after 30 days now. Sorry about that.
I watch weather constantly.
Yeah, no. Let me make sure you're on the right one.
There?
Yep, that's it. The top one. Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Yeah, I always watch Zachary.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, definitely. Definitely keep watching Zachary, and this also gives you a secondary source. Like if he's not out chasing, I'll be out chasing. So.
I even paid for the
Radar scope. Yep. Yes, ma'am. That's smart. That's what I. So you know how to use all the features on it and everything.
Not all of them, but I
But you're learning. Yeah. No, radar scope's exactly what we're on right now. I mean, it's really good.
Around with it and study it. And stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been so afraid of storms my whole life.
Yeah.
So I've studied a lot on it.
Sure.
When they have a tornado warning, I look to see what it looks like.
Right. Sure. Well, you stay safe, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for following us. Tell your friends about us. I appreciate it.
I sure will.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. What was your name?
Shelley,
All right, Shell. All right. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
All right. Bye-bye. So a lady in her car next to my car heard me doing my report here and talking to you guys, and she asked if I was a storm chaser, and we talked about that, and as you heard, the conversation helped her out. She actually has radar scope, which is great. She is sitting here at this gas station that you're seeing in front of you in case her phone goes off as a tornado warning. They've got a basement in there that they let her get into. She's done it like 2 or 3 times. So the storms to our west are starting to beef up just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and pull over here and gas up. This definitely is probably the cluster of storms that the models were hinting on since yesterday. Conditions aren't great for tornadoes right now, guys, but we are under a tornado watch, so that means that conditions are right for a tornado. Remember, if it's a tornado watch, the conditions are right for that tornado to occur. There's a lot of different parameters and a lot of different ingredients that has to come together to get a tornado. And if it's a tornado warning, whether that be radar indicated or an observed tornado, you need to treat them the same. If it's a radar indicated tornado, that means it hasn't, as of that moment, been confirmed on the ground by a spotter like myself, or an emergency management agency, or a law enforcement agency, let's say. But you always need to treat a radar indicated tornado just like you would one that's been observed, because the thing is, it may just be radar indicated till it gets to your neighborhood, till it gets to your house, till it gets to your place of business, and decide to drop that tornado out of the sky. So treat them the same. All right, I'm going to quiet up for just a minute, save my voice that's trying to get laryngitis again for some reason. I don't know what's going on with my voice lately. Maybe I talk too much. My girlfriend says that I do. So another thing to talk about on another day. But anyway, we are going to go over here and gas up, see what this cluster of storms do that's headed in from our west. So we'll kind of see what these things do, and we'll probably have to follow east with them and see if they ever really mature into anything. I think that's our set of storms for this evening. We've only got about an hour worth of daylight left, so stick with us. I'm going to get over into the driver's seat and go gas up and get ready. Stay with us. Yeah, you too, man. You be careful too. Stay safe, man. I like seeing you look at that radar. You know exactly what you're looking at. Do you have your location turned on?
I've been learning it because I
You are. That's good. I think radar scopes are great. It's great. It's a great.
It is. I like it, and I've learned how to use this one.
Yep, nice. Yep. Just keep learning it.
I'm so
You're gonna go storm chasing one day.
Oh, heck no. I'm so terrified. I don't know how people understand how to watch them. I'm so terrified of tornadoes. But my mother said I've been that way since I was like 8 months old.
Really? Yeah. Well, a lot of
So I
times
don't know why.
my girlfriend also says
I've been in 3 of them. Last one I was
Yeah.
in on the houseboat.
yeah, see, that probably like stalled them. You know, that PTSD sticks with you.
It does, and my husband at the time, he, when we come out and it was over,
Yeah.
he looked around and saw boats upside down and all this, and he was like, we're not living here anymore.
Yeah, y'all are out of there. Well, let me go gas up because I'm about to head out, but I appreciate you. Nice to meet you. All right, we're going to go over here and gas up a little bit and get ready for this brief day chase that's going to turn into night really quick. Really nice lady. She's kind of afraid of storms. She's actually looking on her radar scope, though. She's taught herself how to read radar scope and do double screens and all that stuff. So that's a very weather-aware lady here in Clinton, Arkansas. I'm gonna step out of the car again, get fueled up, and then see what this storm brings us for the next hour. Bear with me. Folks, I am back. Gonna stay ahead of this cluster of storms. This road network is terrible. I'm literally in the mountains of Arkansas. It's gonna be dark quick, but we will follow this storm and this cluster of storms and see what happens. I don't see anything else developing on radar. There's kind of a... Oh man, don't let that one happen. There's a little cluster of storms right around Desark, D-E-S-A-R-K, or excuse me, A-R-C, and that could go right up I-40 toward Memphis. I definitely see some stuff right along 40 there. That would have actually been a lot better chasing area. That is for sure. Let me check the latest. Excuse me. Checking the latest SPC right now. Form right on the edge of the tornado watch box. That would be a lot better chasing territory than what I'm in, that's for sure. I'm just gonna have to stay east of this, guys, because these roads are terrible. Like terrible. I can't wait for it to come over me and then follow it to the east. There's no way I can do that. Some people are celebrating Cinco de Mayo today, I see in some texts, while I'm off storm chasing. But we won't go into that. Man, this road network's just awful. Oh my goodness. We're trying to look at the road network to see the best action back east. And it is not... I think I'm going to head over towards Shelby and then go that way. Yeah, I'm going to tick over toward Fairfield Bay and Greer's Ferry for now. The way these storms are coming in. The problem is I'd have to go all the way back south about 20 miles and cut back north. Yeah, the road's right there. That is so nice. Got to stay ahead of these because I can't go in a straight line. So let's see what I need to do. I'm just going to play this set of storms that we're on right now. Ooh. I don't know. That South End Charlie is looking good. We have a South End Charlie just north of Clarksville. That actually would be headed right towards us. God, there's lakes over there too. Man alive. Good night. Oh, this is going to be fun. Actually, I may sit here for a minute. I may just sit here for a minute. What we're watching is the development Sorry, this is really sensitive. What we're watching is the development of these storms right here coming towards us. And the road network is so bad I can't go straight east. It either have to be south then east or kind of northeast now. But I'm kind of liking this storm that's developing toward Clarksville on that south end part of the storm. If so, we may have to go south on this road. So we're just going to sit here and wait it out, guys. It's kind of what it's been like all day. It's probably going to be dark when it gets here, but it is what it is. Guess we'll be doing some night chasing. Got a couple blips down toward Des Arc. That would have been really good, but models were not showing that earlier. But hey, it's all right. Curious if they're showing it now. We're under a tornado warning until 05Z, which is midnight. Stuart Black with Blackout Storm Chasing coming to you live from Clinton, Arkansas. And I definitely see some dark skies coming in over toward the west for me. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull out here. Keep an eye on that. That's our storms coming in right over here. Straight. Let me try to get y'all straightened out there. There we go. I think that looks straight. Dark skies to our west here. I've got the video camera all the way over to the right side, so it's kind of hard to, but anyway, I'll pan out and show you that's the storm's coming in from our west right there. Some of the stuff that's scrolling too that I see is from Missouri and Kansas, I believe. For some reason, that's from last week, so I apologize for that, guys. Don't know how to get that off. Just kind of learning a lot of this technology that streams to multiple streams right now. So bear with me. But the location, Clinton, and temperature and dew point and winds is correct. We are in Clinton, Arkansas right now. And darkness is coming upon us very fast. So it looks like a night chase tonight. But we've waited it out all day, so that's what we'll do. That storm just north of Clarksville is definitely looking better. The problem is if I wanted to go meet it, there's no straight roads. So we'll just have to sit here and let it kind of fester. See what happens. If you're in the Clinton, Arkansas area and surrounding areas from just southwest of Little Rock, through Little Rock just to the south, a little bit up I-40 toward Memphis, and just southwest of Jonesboro, there's a tornado watch out right now if you're in that area. Be very weather aware tonight. Now these will be night tornadoes if tornadoes do happen tonight, and that makes it even worse, unfortunately. Blackout Storm Chasing coming to you live from Clinton, Arkansas. Where might you be, sir? primarily how I can go east without having to get in terrible road networks, but unfortunately that is not an option. Really need the storm to come south. If we can just get over about another 75 miles to our east, we'd be in some really nice chase terrain, but unfortunately we are in the mountains. The Ozark St. Francis National Forest, and in the mountains. Actually part of the Ouachita mountain range. Ouachita. Kind of butts up against the Boston Mountains. Actually, we're actually in the Boston Mountains. That other mountain chain is just to our south. We're kind of in between both. Hey, nothing like chasing tornadoes in the mountains. Clear this off for y'all. Sorry about that. Guy's gonna really want to. That should. Sorry about that, guys. It's focusing on those. Come on, stop focusing on that. There. Sorry about that. I was wanting to focus on those raindrops. Just looking at all my lovely road networks that I don't have. Man, it's like just, you're in the mountains, so you're like going north and south and north, and there's a Greer's Ferry Lake as well that I'm gonna have to navigate around. Fun stuff. Right now, everybody, for now, and we'll just see what happens. These storms are kind of starting to cluster. We're starting to get some convection building right over the top of us, or close to the top of us. So I'm still eyeing this storm north of Clarksville, which will be coming our way. Just a hurry up and wait game tonight, everybody. That's what it is. Checking echo tops right now. See how high up in the atmosphere these things are shooting up. Only about 30,000 feet at the most for any of them so far. That's just your garden variety showers and light thunderstorms maybe. Really need those echo tops to start shooting up over 50,000 feet. Actually, I just found one. That one in Clarksville is about 35 to 36,000 feet now. So that is the tallest one right now. So let's keep watching that. It'd be literally the storm track has got it coming directly at us. That could be our storm. And we may not have to move. Starting to get a little bit of a hell indicator on it. That's our storm over by Clarksville, which is, as the crow flies, about 50 miles to our west. I'm not going to try to go west and catch this thing with this kind of road network unless it starts looking really good. I've got a west road, but easy. So unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with having to let a lot of this stuff come to us tonight, guys. Wish we could have gotten over and had some storms on the Mississippi Delta, that would have been much better. Would have been much better. The storm's over by Des Arc. It's like they're fading out. Let me come and see. I don't want to do that. Let's go back to... These storms are kind of developing in the top part of this tornado watch box. This watch actually does not include Little Rock. It just starts just the north of Little Rock. So that might be why those storms over by Des Arc, they struggled, it looks like. We're kind of on the northern fringes of the box. Getting some back building on that Clarksville storm. Now, this is the best storm so far just to our west. So we shall see. Haven't looked at it lately, but tomorrow's looking pretty good. Down around Mississippi and Alabama, maybe northern Illinois, or excuse me, maybe northern Louisiana. So that's already a 10 hatch tornado risk for tomorrow. It's our first Dixie chase this year. It's unbelievable. It is May 5th, and we have not had one Dixie chase this year, which is it's incredible. I've never seen that. So when this kind of popped up for today and tomorrow, I had to go. Like, hey, I've got to do one Dixie chase. I'm a Dixie boy. I live in Dixie. I gotta do one Dixie chase. Gotta do one. This might be the only one. It might be the only one. Let's see if I can go here. It is a waiting game, guys. And I'm not sure how long I'll be willing to wait it out tonight. Especially having to get back down to Mississippi. So as a 35, 36, it's kind of struggling to get up to that 40. We needed to get to 40 first, 40,000 feet in the air, shooting up through the atmosphere. Blackout Storm Chasing coming to you live. If you're just now joining us from Clinton, Arkansas. Night is falling upon us, so it will be a night chase tonight. Really no reason to go anywhere. See, is that charging? Ooh, why isn't that charging? so that's not. Oh, well, duh. That's why it's not charging. Let's see. Phone should be charging. But go ahead and charge this a little bit. I know it's a boring chase right now, guys, but I'm going to keep you guys on with me right now. Just turning the engine off for just a minute, give it a little rest. I don't like to idle my truck too long. No reason to leave Clinton right now. No reason at all. I'm probably going to, it's 8 o'clock Central. I may chase it. The latest I'm going to chase probably tonight is 10. Because I've got to get some road in between me and the tomorrow's chase. And tomorrow's looking pretty good, so I don't want to mess that up. And unlike the plains, it's really hard to see a night tornado in the south with all these twists and turns in the road and mountains and hills and trees. So you got to start weighing your risk to reward when it comes to chasing. And I don't want to get in the hotel at 3 in the morning and be really tired for tomorrow. So I will definitely be keeping that in mind. Remember, the tornado watch runs till midnight. So I'll probably chase till about 10 o'clock. Wow, it's already 9 o'clock. Wait, no, that's Eastern time, sorry. Let's see. Well, that's not great news. Our storm back to our west is not looking as good anymore now. The tops have dropped about 7,000 feet. We want them going up, not down. That's not a great sign. Just don't feel like it's really a great atmosphere for everything tonight, guys. It does not feel like a really good tornado atmosphere to me when I step out of the car. So we're gonna see what this set of storms does. May call this sooner than later. We'll see. This might be the boringest chase you've ever watched, but I don't want to have to restart the stream again. So, If you want to take a break, I would say we're probably a good 30 to 45 minutes away from any action, maybe an hour. So if you want to take a break away from the stream then come back, feel free. Appreciate everybody watching tonight. We're in Clinton, Arkansas, blackout storm chasing, Stuart Black. Just looking at some stuff over here. I mean, reading the tornado watch, 3 tornadoes likely with a couple intense tornadoes possible. And I tell you what, it's got a lot of work to do. It's got a lot of work to do. That's all I can say. Let's see here. Let's go to this will be interesting. The 0Z's out. Excuse me. Man, I tell you what, this is... Yeah. Oh, my God. It's been a long day already. I'm kind of a little hard to be patient right now. Especially with maybe a bigger day tomorrow. A lot of driving today for this. Well, we will see. Probably give these storms about an hour to fester and see what happens. Yeah, if they don't look good after about an hour, especially with it being right at dark already when things can happen pretty quickly, I may start heading south. But we're going to stick with it for a minute. Sorry there's not a whole lot of action to bring you guys tonight, but like that saying in one of my favorite football movies ever, in Rudy, where the priest tells Rudy, there's 2 things I know in life, son. There is a God, and I'm not he. And I'm very unimpressed with this, y'all. Kind of started going... The whole state of Arkansas just stayed socked in with clouds all day. That was not a good sign, but I wanted to stick it out. I was already almost here from traveling last night, so hey, that's why it's called chasing. Some days it works out and some days it doesn't, but hey, the nights are the days that a tornado doesn't strike, is actually a good day for the people that it might be affected by. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing. I'm sure the lady I was talking to here at the gas station that's deathly afraid of storms, sitting here waiting to go into their basement if anything happens in this at the gas station. I'm sure she's very happy nothing's happening right now. So that's a positive part of nothing happening. It gives me a chance though to sit here and do my forecast for tomorrow and see how far I need to travel tonight, which will. You always have to be thinking a couple steps ahead on the storm chasing thing, guys. So if it looks like I need to be all the way down in Louisiana to start the chase tomorrow, or central Mississippi, I'm more apt to call off this chase earlier tonight to get some road behind me so I don't have so far to go in the morning. If it was a lot closer, then I would stay out chasing longer. Of course, depending on how bad or good this actually looks. Right now, it is not looking good. Now the storm to the northeast of that Clarksville storm is starting to try to get its act together. It's just going to take a minute, guys. We're going to stay on this. We are not going to give up on this just yet. We're here. So we are going to wait it out. Still struggling to get anything sustained over 30,000 feet. You are not normally going to get a tornado with those kind of low tops. Appreciate everybody watching tonight too, guys. And I just want to tell you that, you know, when you chase alone, it's very hard. I know that I see some of the comments over there. I've got my computer kind of in the passenger seat, and I'm in a truck, so it's a little bit further away from me. It's harder for me to read everything that's coming in. So I just want everybody to know that is lining up on the chat that if I don't answer a question that you have or a comment that you make, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I'm just trying to stay focused on the chase. I will try later when I get back to the hotel to answer those questions. So I appreciate everybody watching tonight. I really do. It's the only way that our channels can grow. So I don't want you to think that I'm unappreciative of you by not answering or commenting on your comments or questions. It's just when the queue fills up with a lot of comments and questions, it's just very hard to keep up with, especially while you're driving and chasing and all that. But I want everybody to know on here, whether you're commenting or not right now, that I appreciate you very, very much. Very much. I mean, chasing's not cheap. It's expensive. So we're just trying to build up our streams and whatnot so that we can, you know, first of all, bring you guys really good content and let you enjoy chasing with us and be educational. Learn about storms and see some really cool storms. And also, you know, building up your channels helps with the algorithms, and maybe we get a little thrown back our way from these platforms, and it helps us pay at least for a night at a hotel or a night, you know, a day's worth of gas or something. That always helps. We're not trying to give it you feel like giving. That's fine. You know, there's no obligation whatsoever, and we want you to stay along as you want to, whether you give a little donation or not. But any little bit does help with a little gas and a hotel stay. So we appreciate that, whoever does that as well. But we don't talk about that a whole lot because that's not what we're trying to focus on right now. For those of you that might be interested, we've been putting out the last couple days that we are starting storm chase tours this year. We're really late to the game in getting it out this year. We've really tried to build channels this year compared to other years. Me and my son's been chasing, or we started chasing back in 2016. And now he has gone off to a National Weather Service job, so we're no longer able to chase a whole lot together. And it was always about our love together with weather and storm chasing other than building channels. So we were always on Facebook. Just started YouTube late last year, started TikTok and Twitter and Instagram 2 months ago or last month, but trying to figure all this technology out and putting our streams out to multiple platforms at once have been a challenge here and there with all the glitches. We're learning that. So if you go on all the platforms that we do and like and follow and subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. We're on all of them now. We're on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook still, of course, and TikTok and Twitter and X and Twitch. So we'd really appreciate you going on to those platforms and liking and subscribing, and it would really help us out and can help us kind of build those channels like we've built Facebook over the years. But we're really focused on trying to build the channels now, so we'll get very much. Actually, while I am sitting here, let me look at some of these comments. TJ McQuaid says, work it. Not sure exactly what that means, but okay, I'll work it, TJ. Chris Smith says, true. I'm not sure what you said was true and what I was talking about when you said that. Scroll down a little bit more. Elena, hey, how are you, Elena? We met Elena and her son in Oklahoma about a week and a half ago, and at Atoka, Oklahoma, Atoka, home of Reba McEntire. We were at her place eating lunch, and the waitress came up to us and said, hey, there's some people that want to learn to be storm chasers or want to storm chase one day, and see that you guys are over here looking at radar and whatnot and would like to come say hey to you. So they came, said hey, and we made friends with Good to see you on here, Elena. Elena, I'm driving. I'm solo tonight. Bryce is back in KC. Okay, you said that I answered the question. Okay, so thank you. All right, so if we can answer questions while we're sitting here, why not? That would make more sense, would it not? All right, looking at our storms to the west, looks like we have about another one that's went up to about 36,000 feet. Let's see what that does. The last one that tried to go that high went right back down to mid-20s. So let's see what this second attempt on the storm to our west does. Really need to start getting it over 40,000 feet to have a chance, and then really need to pop it over 50,000 feet. Then you got something. Now I am starting to see some storms to our east that are going to be going into really good chase territory for Arkansas anyway, toward Jonesboro. So if you're west of Jonesboro toward Batesville, Cush tornado, watch box. But we are not over in Jonesboro. We are back to the west. These storms are about 30 miles to our west. And watch those storms go toward Jonesboro, and that's so much better chase territory. But we are a ways from Jonesboro now. We're 2 hours from Jonesboro. So these are the storms that we get. What's that saying? You get what you get and you don't pitch a fit? So we're going to get what we get, and we're not going to pitch a fit. How about that? Oh, now it starts showing some Illicity tracks over that way. Well, thank you very much, Mr. HRRR. Where was that a few hours ago, sir? Where was that a few hours ago? Starting to see some Illicity tracks over toward Memphis. That's wee hours in the morning. I'm not worried about all that. Let me start looking at tomorrow so I know. It hasn't ran enough. Needed to run a little bit more, a few more hours here. Looking at tomorrow just so I can see where I feel like I sort of need to get close to for tomorrow. And that will help me decide how long I'm going to be out chasing tonight. So I'm just running through some forecast stuff, some models, some data, some information. So bear with me, guys. Well, this feels like when I was in the Navy. This is a big time hurry up and wait game today for our storms, guys. Usually if it hasn't happened by night or it doesn't look imminent, I'm usually calling the chase off. But we've got you live here in Clinton, Arkansas, and we're just going to kind of stick out these storms coming in from our west and see what they do. And they're not really developed by the time they get here. Probably will start headed south. You know, I may actually need to get back. Let me see which way I got to go for tomorrow. Definitely tough chase today. Let's see, what time is that? That's at midnight. And I want to stay ahead of this line too once it becomes a line. I don't want to have to mess with that later. So I'm still pulling some pretty good soundings from the area I'm sitting in right now, but I don't know, when you walk outside and do the field test, I just don't know. So we're 21 hours out for tomorrow. 4 o'clock. Ooh. Man, there's going to be some honkers down in Mississippi and in Alabama. Yeah, tomorrow's looking kind of beefy, guys. Tomorrow is looking pretty beefy. But it also looks like you're going to have to choose whether you play or chase the central to west central Mississippi area or into Alabama. And that whole area is pretty ripe, looks like. So that is going to be interesting. So let's see if I needed to get down to, say, Jackson or Birmingham. I mean, you can't count out Louisiana tomorrow either. Can't count out Louisiana. There's going to be like a thin swath of 10% hatch for tornadoes tomorrow, kind of from Louisiana up through Mississippi and into Alabama. It's all along that cold front. Let's see here. I'm not going to sit here much longer, though, I can tell you that. I'm not going to sit here much longer. That's interesting. Just kind of trying to see which way I'm going to need to go for tomorrow. Let's see if I needed to get down to Jackson. Well, I'm only 5 hours and 17 minutes to Jackson. That's not bad. That is not bad. It's got me going through Little Rock. Could go east. Yeah. It's an hour difference. Yeah, this is tough too, because I could either go east then south through Memphis. If I'm following some of these storms tonight, I would do that. Excuse me, I would do that. If I knew I was going right to Jackson, I would just see if I went to Oxford just to see. That's got me going that north way. Just kind of getting my bearings straight for tomorrow, so I'll know what I need to do. And that's probably going to take me. Let's see, Hamilton. Yeah, so my best bet's probably going to be able to go that way. Okay, I'm just getting my bearings straight for tomorrow, y'all. Probably. Alright, we'll finish this chase, then figure that out. Okay, hello. Storm to the west of us is starting to look a little bit more beefy now. Let's see, it is 8:25. Yeah, I'd want to at least get 3 hours behind me tonight. Okay. All right, so we're going to chase for about another hour and a half, it looks like, guys, up in this area. See if one of these storms take root. This is definitely the best storm just to our west. We're just sitting here in Clinton, Arkansas, kind of letting it mature. And it's starting to try to mature a little bit. Waco Top still kind of struggling though. Still 35,000 feet. We need to get that to bust up over 40. But it's definitely starting to get a little bit more beefy, more robust as it comes in, as you see. Where that blue crosshairs, and there's our storm to our west. The track's coming right towards us. We'll probably have to go a little bit south, which is fine. But we're struggling to get over 35,000 feet right now. We really need to get it to get up over 40 to even have a chance, obviously, to get to 50. Very nice of you to say hello to Atlanta TJ and Chris Smith. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. I appreciate you watching, Chris. Appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate everybody, even if you're not making a comment tonight. Feel free to make a comment. Glad to have you along. Glad to have you along. Oops. I don't think that's the same. Anybody out there enjoying Cinco de Mayo today? Let me know if you guys are enjoying Cinco de Mayo today, or if you actually celebrate that or not. I know my girlfriend and her kids and her really good friend was at a Mexican restaurant tonight enjoying that. Okay, yeah. On some of y'all, excuse me, on some of y'all's icons, I really can't see your faces well. So I apologize if, Chris, if I'm thinking that you're the Chris Smith that I've met before or not. So I apologize. Chris, have we met? They're struggling, everybody. They really are struggling. Really, really, really are struggling. Especially for being in a tornado watch box. They are really, really struggling. Within the tornado, it's got a track on it, so it's not. Hope everybody's enjoying Clinton, Arkansas with me tonight. Blackout storm chasing. Stuart Black coming to you live, emphatically live from Clinton, Arkansas. We have sat here for the last 3 or 4 hours waiting to see what happens with these storms tonight. I hope everybody is enjoying this as much as I am. Oh, hey, Chris. Wait a minute, Chris, did we go to Parkview together? When did you graduate? Yeah, I am not impressed, folks. Really not. Let me go back to looking at tomorrow. Ooh, Mississippi looks like it's lighting up for tomorrow, y'all. Looks like it's lighting up for tomorrow. It does. I may give up this ghost here in about 30 minutes, guys. I'm not going to lie. Tomorrow's looking really good down in Mississippi, Alabama, maybe parts of Louisiana. I'm about 5 hours from Jackson. I'd like to at least get 3 hours behind my belt tonight. So, I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to hold out on this stuff up here tonight. Because it is not, the eyeball test and the field test when I get out of my truck does not feel impressive. And look at the temperature. Temperatures dropped from down to 64 now. So what that means is that cold front is undercutting these storms. That is not good. So the storms are trying to fire in the warm sector, just to our west, in the low 70s, And now I just look over here at the computer and it's dropped down to 64 degrees. So it's dropped 8 degrees in the last hour. The cold front's coming in from the northwest, and you want those storms in the warm sector to stay out in front of that cold front so it can get all the atmospheric juice that's needed to build the storm. So this is kind of telling us why these storms are struggling to get up past 35,000 feet. Now that this cold front is sort of undercutting it, that is not a good sign. So I'm either going to have to head east or south just to get back into the better warm sector, because it really doesn't matter what these storms develop up here in this cooler air now. It's just, they're not going to go. So I am definitely, let's see here. Let me see something. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, it's just the air's too cool. And these tops are I might be calling this chase here very quickly, guys. At least for now. If I get on something as I head down toward Mississippi. Yep, so those tops are back down to 25,000 on the storm coming in from our west. It's just too cold, guys. It's this cold front is undercutting the warm sector storms, and it's just not letting them pop. So I'm going to tick south for right now, kind of toward Little Rock. That's kind of getting me toward. It's kind of getting me toward where I need to go tomorrow anyway. Look at something. One last thing. Now, if I do get on something later, I will definitely fire the stream back up. But there's no reason for you guys to drive in the night with rain. I mean, you've already looked at this highway forever. So I'm not going to do that to you. It's not a great way to build a channel, I wouldn't think. Except for the hardcore people that are okay with that. So not a great chase day today, but we tried. I'm not saying it's totally over for tonight, but up in this area it is. We're definitely going to have to get south and east of this cold front that has made it down to this area and is undercutting the storms, because they are not going to go. That's why they're struggling to get above 35,000. That's one of the things we were worried about. If the storms could stay in a warm sector longer, they would have a chance to go. But now that the cold front in this area is undercutting them, they're not going to go. So I got to get south and we'll see what happens. But right now, initially, I think Jackson, Mississippi area might be my starting point tomorrow. That definitely can change. But I'm going to start getting headed toward Jackson tonight. I might end up going further east of there. I doubt I'll be starting in Alabama unless I really see something tomorrow that tells me otherwise. That cold front's going to be kind of oriented northeast to southwest, so there could be just as good a tornado in northwest Alabama as central and southwest Mississippi. But right now I'm kind of favoring the Mississippi area. And I definitely don't want to go out of my way going that way. Look at a couple other things for tomorrow before I leave here, because I either have to go excuse me, more east right now or west, or or south, sorry. So I'm trying to figure that out for tomorrow. Never easy, never easy. Rarely is it easy. That's okay. Sorry if you hear me talking to myself here. Actually, let me change over to the south. 22Z. Ah, come on. Quit being so sensitive. Yeah, it's definitely kind of hard to not look at Mississippi for tomorrow. Surface and precipitation. Surface and precipitation. Yeah. That's gonna turn into messy mode tomorrow too. Ooh. Don't like seeing that. I mean, that's a possibility too. God, that's gonna be messy tomorrow, guys. What time's this start? See, it kind of starts a little early tomorrow too, around 2 o'clock. So that's another reason why I'm about to get out of town. Look at one more thing. Probably gonna head toward Jackson tonight. I don't know if I'll make it all the way to Jackson. There's an enhanced risk for tomorrow. A small swath, which I think they may broaden it from just west of Jackson through central Missouri and west central Alabama. So if I do that, I'll come up here, I'll go south. That's what I need time. Here's your cold rain falling. I guess you will get some rain with me. Really kind of wanted to get ahead of this, but oh well. Okay, actually, I just found what I definitely would like to do here. That'll kind of cuts it, splits it, and go down and go that way. Or I can cut across. That's not a bad. It's not a bad thing. Sorry, guys, talking to myself here. Does it have me going through Batesville to go to Jackson? Probably does. Ooh, these road networks are not good when I'm trying to look at doing tomorrow. Stop. Okay, guys. One last look at the radar while it's cold and rainy. Fun drive back tonight. Pretty decent storm around Mount Olive. Just to our north. We'll see what that cluster storm is going to do as it goes over toward Jonesboro. But I'm really not buying this. These are junk storms. Stay weather aware, everybody, in central to north and northeast Arkansas and into western Tennessee tonight. I don't see a lot coming of this, but it's still a tornado watch until midnight tonight. I appreciate all you watchers following me today on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram and Twitch. Appreciate that, everybody. Thank you for watching tonight. Tomorrow looks much better. If anything does happen between my drive to southern Arkansas toward Mississippi tonight, I will go back live, but right now I'm going to black out. I appreciate everybody watching. Sorry it couldn't be I'm sorry it couldn't be a better stream tonight. But there again, it's what the weather gives us. That's all we can go by. We made the right moves today. Just this cold front's undercutting these warm sector storms. So we're going to call the chase off for right now and start heading toward Mississippi for what looks to be a much more robust chase tomorrow. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, okay. So we obviously graduated the same year. Chris, if you consider going on a storm chase tour, we've got a couple seats left for both dates and some of the dates that you see on there in the description, so let me know. But I appreciate you guys watching tonight. Just hitting like, subscribe, those buttons on all the platforms, and tell everybody about us. We appreciate it. That's how we build our channels, one follower, one subscriber at a time. We really appreciate everybody. I'm going to black out for now, and we will see you tomorrow. Stuart Black coming to you and signing off coming to you live from Clinton, Arkansas, and signing off now.